Chapter 4: Weather and Climate Conditions. Weather and climate. Weather is the condition of the atmosphere around us at a short period. The weather may be sunny and cloudy today, but it may change the next day. Weather changes from day to day. Climate is the average weather condition of a place over a long period of time. Climate is not the same everywhere. It changes from place to place. The climate of a place affects the plants and animals, as well as the people, their ways of living, food and clothes. Natural factors that affect the climate. 1. Distance from the equator. Proximity to the equator affects the climate of a place. The equator receives more direct sunlight than anywhere else on the earth. This is due to its position in relation to the sunday. The equator is near to the sun and hotter because the sun has less area to heat. On the other hand, it is cold at the North Pole and South Pole as the sun's rays are slanting in these regions and sun has more area to heat up. 2. Distance from the sea. A place near the sea is usually neither very hot nor very cold. On the other hand, a place far away from the sea is usually very cold in winter and very hot in summer. This is the reason Delhi is hotter in summer and colder in winter than Mumbai and Chennai, which are near the sea. The land on the surface of the earth and the seas are heated by the sunday. The land gets heated faster than water. As a result, the land is warmer than the sea during summer. Cool sea breezes blow from sea towards the land and bring down the temperature of places situated along the sea. The land which is far away from the sea does not get these cooling winds to lower its temperature. On the other hand, during winter, the land loses heat more quickly than the water in the sea. So, the land is cooler than the sea. The breezes or winds that blow in from the sea are warmer than the land, and they raise the temperature of the land close to the sea. The land which is far away from the sea does not get these winds to warm it, and it is colder than the land near the sea. 3. Direction of winds. Winds bring the weather of the place from where they come. Winds coming from hot regions increase the temperature, while those coming from cold regions decrease the temperature. Winds coming from the sea bring cool and moist weather. Sometimes winds bring clouds with them and cause rainfall. In this way, winds influence the climate of an area. 4. Height above the sea level. The temperature decreases with increase in height dd above the sea level. Some places like Ooty in South India are cooler than others, though they are at the same distance from the equator. This is due to height above sea level. For example, the temperature at Shimla, both in winter and summer, is much lower than that at Ludhiana in Punjab, though they are almost at the same distance from the equator. This is due to the location of Shimla at about 2,150 meters above sea level, whereas Ludhiana is only 250 meters above sea level. 5. Ocean currents. These are the flow of water below the surface of the ocean water. They affect the climate of a place, as these currents may be cold or warm. Example, the Gulf Stream starting from the Gulf of Mexico flows towards the Arctic Ocean. As a result, Murmansk has become an ice-free port throughout the year. Climatic zones of the Earth. The entire Earth can be divided into 3 climatic or heat zones, depending upon the temperature and rainfall received in areas within those zones. These zones are follows. Torrid zone. Torrid zone refers to the equatorial zone. It extends from the Tropic of Cancer to the Tropic of Capricorn. North Torrid Zone and South Torrid Zone are its 2 divisions. It is the hottest zone on Earth. It is because it receives direct rays of the sun throughout the year. This makes the weather hot, humid and rainy throughout the year. Sahara Desert and Amazon rainforest are located in this belt. Temperate zone. Temperate zone extends from the Tropic of Cancer to the Arctic Circle in the north and the Tropic of Capricorn to the Antarctic Circle in the south. These are known as the North Temperate Zone and the South Temperate Zone, respectively. This belt has a moderate climate which is neither too hot nor too cold. It is because it receives oblique rays of the Sunday prairies in North America, pampas in South America, and savannas and wells in Africa are a few grasslands that characterize this belt. Frigid zone. The area around the poles is known as the frigid zone. This zone covers the regions between the Arctic Circle and the North Pole in the Northern Hemisphere, and region between the Antarctic Circle and the South Pole in the Southern Hemisphere. This zone hardly receives any sun rays. Snow covers the areas throughout the year. Therefore, the climate in the frigid zone is extremely cold.